Hello everyone, it is me, Mega Maniacs here, back for another video. And throughout my time doing the LEGO game saga, I have played a lot of LEGO games. And I've played pretty much every single major franchise of LEGO games. I played the LEGO Marvel trilogy, the LEGO DC trilogy, all of the LEGO Star Wars games, and all the LEGO Harry Potter games. But now, there is one more franchise of LEGO games that I have yet to play for the channel. LEGO Lord of the Rings. Yes, in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at not just LEGO Lord of the Rings, but also LEGO The Hobbit. No, I'm not making the same mistake I did with the LEGO Harry Potter video. We're doing both of these in one video for the final, perhaps the final big video for the LEGO game saga. Because there's not many more games to play after this. We're kind of getting to the end here, which is crazy to think about. More on that at the end of the video. But yes, I am very excited to do this because I don't really get a chance to talk about it that much, but I love Lord of the Rings. It is one of my favorite franchises ever. Every few years I put on the entire marathon and just binge all of the movies, and they're great. They are some fantastic movies. Probably my favorite trilogy of movies ever, to be completely honest. These are some of my favorite movies. But today we are going to be playing the LEGO game version of these, and I can't wait. I have every single LEGO Lord of the Rings set ever made, and with the release of the new LEGO Lord of the Rings D2C that should have been announced a few weeks ago when you're seeing this video, I figured it about time we take a look at these games. Alright, let's get into it. LEGO Lord of the Rings. Now, usually, I think some people have been saying recently that maybe I'm a little too negative in my videos. I mean, there's a lot of videos as of recently that have been maybe a bit more on the negative side, talking about LEGO doing something kind of wacky, or a LEGO game that's not very good. But, yeah, no, if you're looking for a positive video, here you go, because LEGO Lord of the Rings is one of the best LEGO games ever made, if not the best LEGO game ever made. That's debatable, but honestly, this game is just fantastic. I am telling you, I have not had this much fun playing a LEGO game as I have with LEGO Lord of the Rings. It is truly a magnificent game that was ahead of its time, really. For the most part, I do enjoy playing LEGO games for this channel, and overall I do have a positive experience, but to be completely honest with you, there are some games that are just kind of a slog to play through and finish. For example, LEGO Harry Potter games that I just recently did. Those were kind of a lot to get through, and they, especially near the end, really bogged down. But dude, this game is the first time since the LEGO DC games, really, or not really, since the complete saga, that I couldn't stop playing a LEGO game. I never felt the urge to take a break, or I wanted to stop. This game truly just amazed me in about every way. Like, yeah, I remember it being good, but not this good. Like, this is a different level of good that we're at right now. So, yeah, to start off, this game is polished as all hell. There is very little to really talk about and complain about when it comes to this game. I have very few complaints. I guess I'll get them out of the way real quick. And to be fair, they're pretty much nitpicks. switching between items can be janky and not very, like, I just don't want to do it, you know? Like, it's just switching between it. You have to basically stop everything you're doing, completely, like, pause all combat or all anything, open up a menu, and slowly, especially if you're on controller, slowly navigate over to the item that you want to use. I could also say that even though most of, like, the boss fights are very, very good in this game, I will say, especially towards the end of the game, it gets kind of repetitive. It's mostly just button mashing or doing the same thing over and over again. Didn't really have, like, as great of boss fights as some of the other LEGO games. I would say they're just about below LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. But overall, those two things are really just nitpicks for the sake of nitpicks. They aren't too noticeable in-game, and overall, you're just gonna have a good time playing this game. Because, I can't deny it, this is a fantastic LEGO game. Just about everything here is perfect. The graphics are actually really good for the time and look amazing. And I gotta say, it is nice to see a voiced LEGO game, fully voiced, with some amazing dialogue. It is great. Truly, like, this is just fantastic. It's rendered great to where the cutscenes look like a movie. Straight up, it looks so good. The actual gameplay is super fluid and it just goes really well. I mean, overall, I just kept wanting to play, and there's some epic scenes that are just fantastic in gameplay. For example, Helm's Deep, which was just an amazing level to play. Even near the end, some of the end levels were just fantastic to play through. They were so fun, and even earlier on in the game, the levels were still peak. Like, this game might just have the best levels I think I have ever seen from a LEGO game. Stuff like the Balrog fight, boarding the elephants in those two levels. Again, Helm's Deep, the end level where you gotta fight Gollum, or even being hunted down by, I don't know, I forget the name of the goobers, but Sauron's, like, little minion guys on horses, the spirit guys. Like, everything in this game is just fantastic. I also gotta say, the puzzles in the gameplay are also probably some of the best in LEGO game history. They're not too easy like most LEGO games, but they're also not unbelievably hard like others. And, like, overall, they just work really nicely. Being able to balance all of these characters being playable, like, you're always switching between characters, which I feel like is kind of an issue in some LEGO games, to where you just don't end up really using some characters. They just end up sitting there, just kind of useless. Like, you don't end up using them. But in this game, everyone has a explicit purpose, and it doesn't feel too forced. Like, I feel like I really want to switch from Gandalf to Legolas to Gimli. Like, it works weirdly well. Like, I don't know who they let cook with this game in particular, but they need to cook like this more, because this game really does feel like you're playing the movies. And I play a lot of Lord of the Rings games. I have quite the collection of Lord of the Rings games, in fact, but I mean, like, this is just fantastic. I have never quite seen something like it. Also, is a fantastic adaptation of the movies. It pretty much goes scene for the movies. To be completely honest, it really is good in that regard. It is a fantastic adaptation of the movies. I don't feel like anything was cut or rushed, despite this game not really being that long. I beat it in about 9 hours, which, I mean, that's not that bad for a Lego game. I mean, dude, I finished with book 2 of Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 in 9 hours, for comparison. That's halfway through the game. Dude, I don't know why that game was so unbelievably long, but this doesn't feel rushed at all. It feels the perfect length. Also, about that, this game has something fantastic that I've only really seen on one other Lego game. The ability to play some of the levels in whatever order you want. The only other Lego game I have seen this in was Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, where you could choose between like Team Sora, Team Black Bolt, Team Captain Marvel, whatever. But here there's a huge chunk of the game to where you could play the levels in whatever order. You could go back and forth from Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf, that crew, or you could go to Frodo, Samwise, and Gollum, that crew. And you can really play the orders in whatever you want. You could go back and forth between them. You could play all of the Frodo, Samwise, and Gollum levels, and then play the Legolas, Aragorn, and Gandalf levels later, or you could just kind of do whatever. Like, you can play some of these levels in whatever order you want, and I love when Lego games do that. I think that is fantastic when Lego games do that. That's truly special. That's what I can say for this game. It truly is special. It is a experience like really no other. And beating the game is one of the most satisfying things you could do, because you really do feel like you just went on a journey, right? That's all I could really say. You went on a journey playing this game. And I mean, I just have to give TT Games the utmost props for that. But wait, it doesn't end there, because this game gets even better. See, when you beat the game, the admittedly kind of short actual game, again, doesn't feel rushed, but it is short, you get to the post-game experience, which is something I don't really indulge in with Lego games. I only really do it for the games I really like Lego Batman 2, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Because for some games, it is just an outrageous grind, and 100% is damn near impossible for some games, or is just miserable. But the post-game experience for this game is probably the best, rivaled by Lego Batman 3, but might even be better than Lego Batman 3. Because you get to have a truly open-world experience in Middle-earth. And I mean, I don't know what genius came up with that, but I mean, it's great. Being able to explore Middle-earth, doing goofy little side quests, and just completing random tasks, or just wandering around. I feel like this is the perfect game to just wander around and do nothing. If you don't want to do a side quest, you don't have to. If you don't want to use your map, you could just walk until you encounter something cool. I would call this game a pseudo open world game. I mean, it's more of an open world game than Halo Infinite is, that's for sure. This game is just, it's just beautiful. The post-game experience can be oddly peaceful as you just walk around and encounter goobers and just try to do little fetch quests, which usually I wouldn't really indulge in. That's not really why I play Lego games, but for this game, it really is the exception. Just wandering around, seeing what is to be seen in Middle-earth, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, whether you're on horseback, whether you're just walking by foot, trying to grind to unlock all of the characters has never been funner in this game. And I truly do believe this is one of the best we've had. I mean, this is a Lego game. Usually when I'm done with these videos, I kind of take a break from these games. I don't really come back to them. The only LEGO game I've really come back to since making a video on was like LEGO Marvel Superheroes or LEGO Batman 2, but I really didn't do much in those games after coming back to them. But this game, I'm gonna keep playing after. When I finish this video, I'm gonna get on and I'm just going to explore. Like, I have never had so much fun with a LEGO game. I'm gonna stop yapping about it. I know some of these sections might be, this video might end up being kind of short, but like, I mean, this is what happens when I don't have anything to complain about. Like, I just end up yapping about how good it is. This is a fantastic game. I would put it up there with the greats, with LEGO Marvel Superheroes, LEGO Batman 2, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Put it up there in the echelon, the peak of LEGO games. And truly, even if you aren't a LEGO gamer, like, dude, even if you don't like LEGO games, I think you're gonna like this game, because it feels like a LEGO game. I want to make that clear. It doesn't feel like you're playing some, like, odd experience that isn't LEGO. It feels like a LEGO game, but it also appeals to normal gamers as well. Like, I feel like even if you are not a LEGO game fan, and you're just, like, a casual Lord of the Rings fan even, this is one of the best Lord of the Rings games ever made, if not the best Lord of the Rings game ever made. This is fantastic. Okay, this is just a great game. A true love letter to this amazing series. LEGO Lord of the Rings is truly one of the best LEGO games I've reviewed on this channel. I don't know if it's the best. There's a lot of games that I've covered. I don't know, that's probably up to a different video now, is it? But yes, this game truly just is that's just peak. That's all I really have to say. It's just peak. Alright, let's go right ahead and let's get on to LEGO The Hobbit. But before talking about LEGO The Hobbit, I have to disclose something here real quick. So, this game, I recorded footage for, but like most of it is just dead. Like it just didn't work. It said it was recording. I went to check, the recording was there, but when I click on the recording, it's just a still image. So thank you for that. Thank you for doing that to me. It wouldn't be a Mega Maniacs video if there wasn't some strange, odd issue. But yeah, so LEGO The Hobbit, some of the footage did survive, mainly from early game, but the issue with this game is I don't have some footage, like some footage is just broken, so I will be using some other people's footage, but I will try to either credit them in the video or credit them in the description. I'm going to try to have text on screen to you know, credit them. If there's no text on screen, that means it's my footage, but I want to give credit to the original owners of this footage because it's just the right thing to do, you know. It's not my footage, so they deserve the credit. So I just wanted to make that clear before we got into LEGO The Hobbit. Alright, let's go right ahead and get into it.
My dear Frodo, you asked me once if I had told you everything there was to know about my adventures. It began long ago, in a land far away to the east. There was the city of Dale, peaceful and prosperous.
LEGO The Hobbit, for real this time. Oh boy, so you know how I was super positive about LEGO Lord of the Rings? Well, this kind of ends here. LEGO The Hobbit is, of course, based off the Hobbit movies, which, by the way, isn't a criticism for me, because I think that's dumb, making something based off something that's not very good. I mean, you can still do a cool thing with it. Like, I don't think that matters. Like, course a Lego Hobbit game is going to adapt the Hobbit movies. Like, what? Now, I also want to say that I don't know if the movies are good or bad. I watched them when they came out, but to be honest, they were just the most forgettable things on the planet, and I don't remember a scene. Like, I'm completely just... My memory is not working when it comes to this movie, and I'm not rewatching all three super long, unnecessarily long movies for this video, so I'm gonna have to play it by the limited memory I have. So I can't tell you if this is a good adaptation of the Hobbit movies like it is Lord of the Rings, but I can tell you that this game is definitely worse than Lego Lord of the Rings. Granted, I don't know, I think most things are worse than Lego Lord of the Rings, so that's not saying it's too bad. And I think this game does have a lot of good things about it, but it also has more bad things about it than I would like there to be. First off, some issues that I think are just related to the version that I played, because I think I have a very scuffed version of this game. See, I played the PC port of this game on PC. I don't know why I had to specify that it was on PC, but go off. But you see, this game on PC is scuffed as hell, and I don't remember if this is like this on other consoles. I have the 360 version, but I'm not gonna pop it in because I'm too lazy to go find the disc. But I know I played it on the 360, but I don't know if this is like... I don't know if it was like this, but this has perhaps the worst aspect ratio of any Lego game I have ever played. It's not like the old games to where it's a square. It's like a rectangle is with two black bars on each side, and it's like the IMAX in like a movie theater, but like it's more scuffed. I don't know why. As far as I know, this game came out after Lego Lord of the Rings. The Lego Lord of the Rings doesn't have this aspect ratio. I don't know why Lego The Hobbit has this aspect ratio. Like, some parts of the screen are just cut off. Like, why? What happened here? And there's no option in the settings to change the aspect ratio, so screw you too, I guess. I don't know, it's such a goofy criticism. Like, you never thought you'd hear Megamaniacs complaining about aspect ratio in a Lego game, but here I am. Also, this game is unstable as hell. I don't know why, like, sometimes it wouldn't take my controller and it just said, screw you, you're playing on mouse and keyboard, womp womp. Or sometimes it would just crash, and then it just wouldn't keep my save, so I had to start the level over again. Which, thank you, Lego The Hobbit, for that. I don't know why. Why is this game unstable? Like, why? Literally why? I had none of these issues with Lego Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit has all of these issues. Also, this game runs at like 240p. I don't know why. Lego Lord of the Rings didn't run at 240p. It ran at a normal... It ran at like normal I could count the pixels on the screen sometimes. It was so pixelated. Why? Why did this happen? This isn't even that old of a Lego game. What happened here? I don't know. It's goofy. I have no idea what happened here. Yeah, hopefully those are just issues with the PC port and not widespread, because if it is widespread, this game's a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be. But hopefully it's not widespread. Hopefully if you're playing this on a console, it isn't like that, because I don't know why it's so scuffed on PC. But what about the actual game? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it whatever? Well, I think it's somewhere in the middle. I don't know what it is about this game, but I just kind of didn't have as much fun with it. It's kind of the same way I felt about Lego Harry Potter, to where, like, yeah, I had fun. There were some cool moments, but I felt the urge to stop a lot more. Like, I got tired of this game a lot quicker. And now that I'm complete with it, I don't really want to go back. This is just kind of like your average Lego game. This really doesn't share a lot with Lego Lord of the Rings, surprisingly. It's kind of a completely different game. the mechanics are, oddly enough, most similar to the Lego Movie video game for some reason. Like, the building mechanics from Lego Movie, the video game, are back for some reason. I didn't think Lego the Hobbit would have this, but, I mean, here we are. The building mechanics are here. And, like, overall, it's just a Lego game, right? I'm pretty neutral on it. I don't hate it. I didn't hate my time playing it. But, like, do I want to replay it anytime soon? No. No, not really. The gameplay was fine. I mean, it was just kind of your average Lego gameplay. Nothing to write home about, but also nothing particularly bad. And, again, the cutscenes were, like, pixelized as hell, too, which was just great. Thanks, Lego the Hobbit. And, like, overall, this game was just, it was just fine. Like, I have nothing else to say. Sometimes, like, the actual, like, encounters and, like, boss fights were, like, super cryptic. Like, I was fighting this goofy orca guy, who I completely forgot his name, but I know he's the main villain of the trilogy. He's there, and I was trying to fight him in his first encounter in, like, level, like, 3 or 4, I forget, but, like, I was trying to fight him, but I just had no clue how to fight this man. Like, I did damage to him, but, like, my sword wasn't connecting with this guy in, like, the cutscenes, and then, like, I couldn't hit him afterwards, and he just, like, if I backed up and I was, like, trying to see if, like, sometimes in LEGO Lord of the Rings, he had to do, like, some certain attacks, and then he'd leave a opening for you to strike. But, like, he'd just stand there, like, all proud, like, yes, Megamaniacs, I have confused you. You don't know what you're doing anymore. And, like, there's a few moments like that in this game to where I just had no clue what the hell I was supposed to do. And I actually had to look up a guide on how the hell to beat this. And one of the times, I just straight up ended up soft-locking myself. Dude, I don't know how. I don't know how I soft-locked myself, but apparently I was fighting this guy, I did something wrong, and he just wouldn't fight me anymore. He was friendly now. Why did that happen? Why was he friendly now? Scuffed him. But this game isn't all bad. There are some positives. Like LEGO Lord of the Rings, the actual open world is very good, and I'd honestly say this is one of the most comfy LEGO games. Like, I'd say even more comfy than LEGO Lord of the Rings, because, like, there's less death and orcs and angry men. Like, it's just, like, kind of a nice experience. Like, it does kind of invoke that kind of, like, feeling of being on an adventure, like the LEGO, like the, not LEGO Hobbit, why is everything LEGO? Like, the movies are called LEGO The Hobbit movies. Like, no, it's just The Hobbit. Why can't I get that through my head? But, like, I've read the Hobbit book, I'm pretty familiar with the normal Hobbit story, and, like, it does invoke some of those feelings of just being on a goofy little adventure, a goofy little side quest. Like, it's pretty nice, like, it's pretty cool. Again, I see why some people would buy this game just to roam around and exist. Like, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I should also probably mention that this game is pretty scuffed in a good way, because it actually has one of the coolest, if not the coolest, LEGO speedrun scene of all time. I kid you not, this game's speedrun is so fire. There's out-of-bounds glitches skipping like 90% of the game. I'm gonna leave the link in the description to a really interesting LEGO The Hobbit speedrun that is really interesting and cool. I don't know why, but LEGO The Hobbit has like one of the coolest speedruns I have ever seen from a LEGO game. It's unironically peak. And overall, I don't want to make it sound like LEGO The Hobbit is that bad of a game, because even though I've complained a lot and I've said how kind of goofy it is, I just gotta say, it kind of just is a normal Lego game. Like, it's your most generic Lego game. It's fine. There's nothing special, but also nothing that bad, right? I can't say this game is bad. It's just, I think it is the definition of middle of the road, just okay. A game that you could get some fun out of on first playthrough, but I don't see myself coming back to a lot. Alright, that's about it. Let's go right ahead and go on to the end of the video. Hello everyone, thank you all so much for watching the video. I wanted to give you guys a little update on the state of the LEGO game saga and what's next for the channel at the end of this video, so I figured I'd do that real quick. So, the LEGO game saga is kind of at a odd place right now. It's pretty much done. Like, I have a few more of these little games to go for the next few months, but we will be pretty close to the end of the LEGO game saga very soon. This was the last major, like, big, long video in the saga. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty crazy that we're at the end here. We're also at the end of May. This will, in fact, be the final video of May, which, overall, this was kind of a big month. There was some other stuff that was supposed to happen this month, but I had to shelve it because, it was, you know, it's kind of needed more time, but very, very soon, we will be seeing my biggest, most ambitious video yet. Basically the movie, Mega Maniacs, the feature-length movie, and I can't wait to share that with you. Thank you all so much for watching. See you all next time. Bye-bye.